right. Agenda changes or revisions?
There are none.
You've all received the minutes from July 15th, 2014. Seek a motion for approval.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Hearing none, so approved. Public comments on non-agenda items or matters not involving a public hearing. Please limit comments to 3 minutes per speaker. Speakers should keep in mind that they are being broadcast on live television. Being none in the audience. Final orders, resolutions, and written communications. Final order 2014-02 C Gypsy Condominium Association. Appeal of an administrative decision of the Planning and Community Development Director denying reconstruction of a damaged non-conforming sign on an undeveloped lot. The subject property is an undeveloped lot in the 200 block of Northeast Highway 101, north of the Comfort Inn Hotel, on property identified as Lincoln County Assessor's Map 07-1115 AB, tax lot 15902. The appellant property owner is the C Gypsy Condominium Association. Planning, in parentheses, Planning Commission decision on July 15th, 2014 is denial of the appeal, close parentheses. Public hearings, none scheduled. Old business, none scheduled. New business, none scheduled. No? Okay.
Decision on the
adoption
final
now?
order.
All right, thank you. So this is my script. All right, thank you. Adoption of final order. The Commission is about to vote on a final order for an appeal regarding reconstruction of a non-conforming sign on an undeveloped lot. The file number is APP 2014-01. The appellant and property owner is the C Gypsy Condominium Association. Final order is a written record of the Commission's decision that followed its public hearing held on July 1, 2014, with deliberations and decision on July 15, 2014. The Planning Commission's decision is to deny the appeal. A final order reports the finding of the Commission, explaining how the decision relates to the evaluation criteria. It includes the vote of each member and briefly states the basis of any minority vote. The vote on a final order is not meant to be a second vote on the subject of the hearing. If the final order accurately reflects the findings of the majority and the decision, Commissioners should approve the final order. Is there a motion to adopt Final Order 2014-02 for the decision on file APP 2014-01?
I motion that we adopt it as stated.
Second that.
We have a motion and a second, and this is just a voice vote. Roll call, please.
All right. Robinson?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Cunningham?
Yes.
Long?
Yes.
And Williams?
Yes. So moved. And I have to vote. A notice of decision will be mailed to the appellant and all others who participated in this hearing in person or in writing. This decision is appealable to the City Council. Is that? All right, thank you. Sorry for charging right ahead. So now we're back to public hearings, none scheduled. Old business, none scheduled. New business, none scheduled. Reports and comments. Community Development Director.
At your seat, I've left you a little brochure on some upcoming Planning Commissioner training on Thursday, October 25th in Eugene. It's a half-day training sponsored by the Oregon Planning Directors Association. It looks like pretty good training. It's at a reasonable price. And if you're interested in going to that, just let me know. The city will pay for your registration fee and for mileage. So
we could arrange transportation too.
yeah, we can also arrange transportation.
Was that right?
Yeah. And the other thing I want to mention is for the last few years, in a lot of ways, business for the planning department and the planning commission in terms of hearings and such on has been pretty slow, other than city-initiated things. As you'll see, if we look at next meeting's agenda, that's going to change. And I think we'll be seeing more and more of hearings as the economy is recovering. So ask commissioners to, put some time in and look at what the criteria are for various things in the zoning ordinance, for conditional use permits, for planned unit developments, and so on, and what the zoning ordinance means. Bite off little pieces of it every once in a while and to take a look at it, because as I said, there hasn't been that many hearings on land use applications, and so I would imagine the commission's a little bit rusty in those areas, and just ask you to take a look at those materials. And, remember some of the training materials that the city attorney and I have provided too. And there is other training. If you go to the Department of Land Conservation and Development website, they have training materials there that can be very useful too. You may remember that during one of our meetings recently, we used one of their training videos, and there are others there too. So it could be good to get you up to speed on processes and what your job is and that kind of thing.
Great. Thank you. Will that be everything then?
Pardon me?
Is that it?
That's it for
Okay.
now.
Mr. City Attorney?
If you do have any questions, just feel free to contact me.
All right. What's the best way?
Call the office.
Call the office, okay. Planning Commissioners, anything tonight?
I have nothing.
And I am without comment, too. Okay, public comments on non-agenda items not involving a public hearing. Please limit comments to 3 minutes. No one present. Future agenda items and next meeting.
Next meeting is Tuesday, August 19th at 6 p.m. We have 3 hearings on the agenda. One is a conditional use permit for the Coast Vineyard Church Food Pantry, building a permanent building rather than the portable building that they're using now. Conditional use permit for apartments. This is apartments that are actually under construction now. They want to add additional units, and the part of the property that they want to add additional units to is in the general commercial zone, where apartments are conditional use, as opposed to the multifamily zone where they're an outright use. So they need a conditional use permit for that. And then hearing on annexation and rezoning and PUD approval for a property called Logan Park, which is the clear-cut area on Logan Road, north of Safeway. And so that'll be a pretty involved hearing, and so it could be a long night next Tuesday, much longer than tonight's meeting.
Well, thank you for this one then tonight. All right. Anyone have anything else? We stand adjourned until Tuesday, August 19th, 2014.